Hello everyone, I'm Logan Ferry, and welcome to the Game of Nerds. Disney released their newest animated feature this week, after hits like Tangled, Wreck-It Ralph, Big Hero 6, and the movie that shall not be named in fear of someone starting to sing those songs. Disney's Zootopia seems to be another strike on the board. So let's get a little more in depth to tell you what I thought of the film. As always, there will be some slight spoilers, nothing too bad. Really, I'm just saying this to cover myself so I don't get death threats. First off, let's talk about the most important part of an animated feature, the animation. Zootopia may have some of the best animation and visuals I've ever seen in a movie, period. The city of Zootopia is so beautiful, and each character is designed so interestingly that you want to explore them more. Really, the biggest thing that caught me off guard though was how realistic the movements the characters made were, specifically in just straight dialogue scenes. The subtle movements of heads and hands while talking are breathtaking and so human and natural that it makes you wonder how much time they spent making that hand raise or eyebrow lift. It almost looks like motion capture, it's so human, and I know that Disney's really well known for their expressions on characters. It's really showcased close to perfection here. The color and vibrance of this movie feed the spirit and the fun you have watching it. There were a couple points in the movie that were too well animated. Specifically a few backgrounds that were so realistic that the stylized characters looked out of place. But I think that's a pretty good negative. Now, let's get to the most important part of an animated feature, the voice talent. Now let's get to the most important part of an animated feature, the voice talent. Jennifer Goodwin of ABC's Once Upon a Time stars as the bunny cop, Judy Hopps, alongside Jason, the Bateman, as the clever fox, Nick Wilde. Both of the actors work well as foils of each other, and I think it was well cast. Honestly though, you probably could have had a number of different actors play either of the roles, and it wouldn't have made that much of a difference. The voices didn't really feel these characters. The rest of the cast is pretty great too. We get a J.K. Simmons as the lion mayor, Jenny Slate as the sheep assistant mayor, Idris Elba as the ox police chief, Tommy Chong as the hippie yak, and Octavia Spencer as an otter wife. Unfortunately though, the cast is totally underutilized. They're all perfect for their parts, but I missed them throughout the film. I wanted more of each and every character. Okay, now let's talk about the most important part of an animated feature, the story. Zootopia at its core is really just a classic buddy cop movie with animals thrown in. It's a pretty cliche story about a cop that wants to do good but isn't given the opportunity, and the wisecracking street smart partner that's always up to no good. But the injection of humor and just enough branches in the formulaic path lead to a great balance of cliche for cliche's sake and cliche for parody's sake. Look, let's be honest, the main demographic of the film is 8 to 14-year-olds, so nothing story-wise is really going to surprise you. But there are a lot of jokes and character moments that will make this movie worth seeing. Like when Judy and Nick are being held over the frozen... See, that's what I was avoiding. Okay, moving on to the most important part of an animated feature, what I didn't really like. One word. Shakira. Shakira's song written for the movie Try Everything is played fully not once like you'd expect, but twice. The audience has to listen to this song 2 times while watching this movie. And not only do you get to listen to the song 2 times, but Shakira's character Gazelle, who, you guessed it, is a pop star gazelle with a Colombian accent, which really doesn't make a ton of sense, but I'll overlook that, is built up to be a bigger character than she actually turns out to be. And I think that's the biggest surprise in the film, honestly. Overall, Zootopia was really good, and honestly, I was a little hard on this movie during this review, but that's for a good reason. The good in this movie was great, and the bad was not really that bad. So I just wanted to point out a few things that kind of bothered me. But overall, I'm giving Zootopia 4 out of 6 police badge stickers. So what did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, check us out at thegameofnerds.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter at thegameofnerds. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. I'm Logan Ferry. Thanks for watching.